Now students, take some problems. That is the first problem is prove that root 2 is an irrational number. Root 2 is an irrational number. This problem we can prove by the method of contradiction. Contradiction means opposite. If it is a plus number means we should take, let us assume that it is a minus, like that. Now this is the evident contradiction method. Let root 2 assume that be a rational number. Rational number means we assumed that it is a rational number. So then, if it is a rational number, according to definition of the rational number, root 2 is equal to P by Q, where P and Q belongs to integers, and P and Q have no common factors. P and Q have no common factors. Except 1, and Q is not equal to 0. Means this is the definition of a rational number. That is, root 2 be a rational number, and P and Q are integers where they don't have the common factor except 1. That is, Q is not equal to the 0. Then on squaring this, we have to make the square. So this implies root 2 whole square is equal to P by Q whole square. Root will get cancelled. That is, 2 is equal to P square by Q square. This is equal to 2 into Q square. 2Q square is equal to P square. 2Q square is equal to the P square. So that is equal to the P square is equal to the 2Q square. Call it as equation 1. Call that is an equation 1. Then as 2 divides P square. Now as 2 divides 2Q square means 2 is a factor of 2Q square. Q give any one value. For example, except 0, 1. 2, 1. Q is equal to 1 means 1 square. 1 square 1, 2 ones are 2. Like that, go on giving the numbers. Means 2 divides 2Q square. 2 is a factor of 2Q square. So then this implies what? 2 divides Q square. But note that 2 is prime number. Note that 2 is a prime. So as that is 2 divides Q square by theorem 1, that is 2 divides Q. 2 divides Q by theorem 1. By theorem 1, how? P is a prime number, A is a natural number. If P divides A square, then P divides A, like that here. Instead of A, here it is the Q. That is 2 divides Q square. You see, 2 divides 2Q square, 2 divides P square, that is this P square. But 2 is a prime, therefore 2 divides P. This is how, because by theorem 1, if 2 divides, suppose P is a prime, then A is a natural number, P divides A square, P divides A, like that here, 2 divides P square, 2 divides P, 2 divides P. Let in continuation of the problem, let that you take this P is equal to 2m. P is equal to 2m, where m is integer. Substitute the P value in equation 1. Put P value in equation 1. That is in 1. P value is what? 2m. 2m whole square is equal to 2q square. 2 2s are 4 m square. This is the left side 4m square and right side 2q square. 2 1s are 2 2s are, that is 2m square is equal to q square. 2m square is equal to the q square. Now as 2 divides m square, as 2 divides m square, then 2 divides q square, but 2 is a prime. Note that 2 is a prime number. Now this implies by theorem 1, 2 divides q. 2 divides q by theorem 1. Now observe that here 2 divides p, 2 divides q. 2 is a factor, so 2 divides p, 2 divides q. That means 2 divides both p and q. This implies 2 divides both p and q. 2 divides both p and q. Thus p and q have a common factor 2. Thus p and q have common factor 2. Or 2 is a common factor for both p and q. This contradicts the fact that this contradicts means oppose. It's the fact that this contradicts the fact that p and q have no common factors except p and q have no common factors except 1. Have no common factors except 1. Hence, our assumption is wrong. What assumption is wrong? That what we taken that root to be rational. Now our assumption is wrong. Then therefore root 2 is not irrational. Therefore root 2 is an irrational. Root 2 is an irrational. So note that here it is the 2 divides p and 2 divides q. That is very important. 2 is a common factor for both p and q. But this is the wrong. The other assumption what we have taken, that is p by q by the method of contradiction. This disproves what we have taken. That is the method. That is called a contradiction method. Hence, the definition once again here repeats that it is not suitable that what we taken for the fact. Hence, root 2 is not irrational, root 2 is an irrational. Hence proved. Take the next problem. It is show that or prove that root 6 is irrational number, same by the method of contradiction. So once again let us assume that root 6 is a rational number. Let us assume root 6 is a rational number. This here I use the word assumption. So then, as it is a rational number, by the definition of the rational number, root 6 is equal to in the form p by q, where p, q belongs to the integers and P and Q have no common factors. P and Q have no common factors. No common factors except one. And condition is that Q should not equal to 0. That is 6. Root 6 is equal to P by Q. So you don't have any common factors except one. Q is not equal to the 0. Now once again, on squaring both sides. On squaring both sides. So that is root 6 whole square is equal to P by Q whole square. Root will get cancelled with this square. P square by Q square. This implies by cross multiplication, that is the 6Q square is equal to P square, or P square is equal to the 6 square. P square is equal to the 6 square, call it as equation 1. P square is equal to the 6 square. Now, as 2 divides 6Q square means 2 divides 6 and even 2 divides Q square also, as 2 divides 6Q square. This implies 2 divides P square. But note that 2 is prime. 2 is prime number. So by the theorem 1, 2 divides Q square. How? By theorem 1. So what does theorem 1 says? That if P is a prime number, then A is a natural number. P divides A, P divides A square. Here instead of A, here it is the Q. That is 2 divides P square, 2 divides Q square. But 2 is prime. So before that we should take that 2 divides P. Cut this. Now here it is the 2 divides it is
P.
But 2 is a prime. So 2 divides P. That is the by theorem 1. Now let P is equal to another number 2k will take. Let we can take P is equal to another number 2k, where k is integer. Put the value of k or substitute the value of P value in equation 1. That is P is equal to 2k square is equal to 6Q square. 2 2s are 4. This is the k square is equal to 6k square. So here you will get 2 1s are 2, 3s are. That is, here I will write, here it is. This implies that 2k square is equal to 3Q square. 2k square is equal to 3Q square. Now this is equal to as 2 divides 2k square. 2 divides 3 r Q square. But by theorem 2, this is by theorem 2. But 2 does not divide 3. This implies that 2 divides only Q square. 2 divides only Q square, but not 3. But according to theorem 2, it divides. But we cannot consider that 3. We consider only that 2 divides Q square. But 2 is 2 is prime. 2 is prime. But 2 is prime. By theorem 1, 2 divides q. By theorem 1. By theorem 1. 2 divides q. Note that 2 divides p, 2 divides q. 2 divides p, 2 divides q. 2 means we will have that 2 divides both p and q. This implies that 2 divides both p and q. 2 divides both p and q. Thus p and q have a common factor. Thus p and q have common factor 2. But this contradicts the fact that P and Q have no common factors except one. Have no common factors except one. Therefore, our assumption is wrong. Therefore, our assumption is wrong. Hence, what assumption is wrong? Root 6 is a rational number. Hence, root 6 is not rational number. It is a root. Therefore, root 6 is an irrational number. Irrational number. Hence proof. Now let us take let us review two more problems of the same type that we have to do in the same notes classwork. Now, in continuation of the number, that is third number, prove that root 2 is an irrational number. And fourth one is prove that root 10 is an irrational number. So you have to do practice yourself these problems in the classwork only. Same. So first and second I did, third, fourth you have to do, so that you will get the perfect. The first problem to prove that root 3 is similar after root 2. What I did first problem. Next is to prove that root 5. It is also the second problem what I did. So it will get the factors of the 2 power 5. So these two are the model examples. You have to no need to do your own. They are in the model examples. Just you have to write in the classwork by understanding the remaining two problems what I have given. So these four problems, that is 1 and 2, what I did, and also the remaining 3 and 4th problem you have to solve in the classwork only. So if you understand these four problems, the remaining four problems are very easy. Thoroughly you have to read the problems and practice, learn and understand the problem, because these are the theoretical problems, not the numerals. The numerals or any formula problems are somewhat they can keep by the help of the formula, but here this is not a formula based. It is a problem based on the theorem series. So you have to practice the problems the number of times, more number of times, then only you can understand very clear. If any doubts, you can ask through phone call or message to my number. Okay.